Hello, everybody. This is an online attendance submission application, and which is done by myself, Harsha Barun, and my friend Vignesh Seduraman. So this app allows a student to submit their attendance online by coming to class. Uh, only they can submit their attendance only when they have the location on their phone, and when the location matches to the classroom's location, which means they should be physically present with their phone in the class so that they can submit their attendance. So I'll brief through the app. Let me just go through the interface. This is just the basic login page where you can type in your username and password. The username is going to be admin, and the password is just 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. This is just a demonstration, so I'm just letting you know all the password and the username credentials. Once you log in, you'll have college names, and you just saw a toast message which has the latitude and longitude details, and these are the college name, and you have the subjects where students can select to submit their attendance. So suppose you study in Texas A&M Kingsville, you just select the Texas A&M Kingsville University. Once that is done, you select your operating system or compile design. So suppose you're studying operating system and you want to submit your attendance in operating system. So once you go to the specified location of in a class, you select operating system and you just submit. Once you submit, it says you have a toast message telling that email was successfully sent. Your attendance has been submitted and the instructor has been notified, which means the instructor will be notified with a mail confirmation stating that you have been present in the class. So once you're done, you can just log out, which will bring back to your attendance. The time is 4:20, and let me show you how the instructor will be notified. Suppose the instructors, I'm just refreshing. You will have attendance course operating system. Vignesh with his KID will be sent to the instructor. So with this, the instructor will be notified, and it's pretty easy for him to track the students' attendance. Suppose you can make to a specific class, and just to show you that if you had typed in a wrong username or ID, it doesn't allow you to log in. 4 5 6 7 8 9. Once you do it again, suppose you have text and Kingsville and you can't attend compiler design class. You can also send a absentee notice to the uh, instructor by selecting the specified subject and your specified college. Select the absent on it. It will ask you to enter the reason. You can probably just saying attending a wedding with how much ever you want. I mean, it takes in how much ever you want, so you don't have to worry about the keen characters. Once that's done, you just submit. The instructor will be notified with it to show you the same thing. It's 4:21, and I go to the Gmail inbox. I've seen the professor will go to the Gmail inbox. You refresh it, you will have a mail coming up here because I have a poor connection right now. So let me check again once again. Let me refresh again. Yeah, this is the options. You have Vignesh with the care region attending a wedding. So this is how the application works, and pretty much that's the user interface, and that's how it works. And later part of the video will be discuss about the code snippets of the application. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Vignesh. I'm just going to explain about the code for online attendance application. So this is our main page, so which has login authentication. So username and password and login. So we have just created a text view and edit text for this view. So in main activity, we have just used those edit button and a text view button, so to get the username and password, and we are just trying to authenticate it against our hard-coded username and password. So if it is success, then it will move to the next intent, which is select class. So in select class, we are having the university names and the subjects which have been taken. So these things, it is like a single sign-on. Whenever the a student selects a class for the particular term, so it will be automatically updated here. So whatever the username and password he tries to log into the Blackboard or some other portal, the same authentication will be used here, so that the same data will be available here. So when he's selecting the college name and the course name, and after selecting the submit button, if you see the select class, on clicking submit, it will fetch the current latitude longitude of the of his phone, and it will check against class latitude and longitude. In this case, we have hard coded here for the class latitude and longitude over here. So when we are starting this activity, like once we log in and it comes to this particular page, which is the selecting the university name and the class name. So it will automatically you would have found the toast for the latitude and longitude details before in the app. So which is done by this part of the code. So when the in the onCreate method, we are just checking for the permission to access the location, which is done in Android manifest.xml. So you can find the permission given here for the location as well as the internet. So in the select app, we are just trying to build a client using locationservices.api. So when this is built, on giving required permissions, so it will automatically fetch the latitude and longitude using this part of the code. So this toast message is the one which shows the latitude and longitude. So we are fetching the current latitude and longitude using this, and we are trying to analyze it against the class latitude and longitude. If we are trying to pass those latitude and longitude to the distance method, which is our own method. So we are calculating the distance between the given class latitude and the current latitude and longitude. So when the distance is less than suppose in this case we have just kept 5, we can keep it like if it is less than 1, so he is present inside the class. So that's how it is sent, and this is the we are trying to send the after once it is passes all the criteria, then we are trying to send a mail to the instructor. So I'm just passing the username and password over here. Then I'm just checking if the class checked this operating system, and I'm trying to set the subject as operating system, and so on. So I'm setting the body as Vignesh and my KID. So this This M is an object for a mail service. I'm just trying to invoke send method from the mail service. So this is the mail service send method. Here it will, and we are setting the all the parameters required, and we are just trying to create a new thread to, for there is a network issue, so we are just trying to create a new method and send using transport.send, and this will send the message to the instructor. So this is a part of submit activity and submit attendance activity, and we have one more activity which is absent. This is the absent screen. So once the absent button is selected from the select class activity, so it will come here and it will check for the reason. So once the reason is entered, once we submit, it will go to the same logout screen. So here you can find the absence method, absence message, and you can, once the mail is sent to the instructor, the same way using the submit attendance, the mail is also sent for the absence of the student. So once it is done, you can see the logout button which logs out, and it will come to the main screen. So this on clicking logout, this method is called, and it will again come back to the main screen. So as of now, this is our project, and if there are any updates in the project in future, myself and Shaurun will be doing it.